Is ChatGPT safe? Mostly yes. What's not safe is what some people type into it. For everyday stuff, using it is about as risky as a Google search. Nobody is reading your messages live. There's no hacker sitting in your chat. The real risk is in a spot most people never check, and one setting controls almost all of it. When you hit send, your message leaves your phone and goes to OpenAI's computers, the ones that run ChatGPT. On the way, it gets scrambled, so nobody on the same Wi-Fi can read it. Same lock your bank uses. That part is fine. The problem is what happens after. The chat doesn't vanish when you close it. It gets saved to your account. And unless you change a setting, it can be used to train the next version of ChatGPT. Training just means they use real chats to make the next version smarter. Yours becomes one example out of millions. And to check those examples, a real person at the company can sometimes read some of them. So a stranger could end up reading what you typed, not to spy on you, just to check the thing works. But they can still see it. That's the real risk, and it has nothing to do with hackers.
In March 2023, a bug let some people see other users' chats in the sidebar, titles of conversations that weren't theirs. For a few paying users, it got worse and leaked their name, email, and the last 4 digits of their card. OpenAI shut the whole site down for a few hours to fix it. Around the same time, workers at Samsung pasted the company's secret code into ChatGPT to get help with it. That code was now sitting on someone else's computers. Samsung just banned the tool from the building.
Once it leaves your screen, it's not only yours anymore. One rule that matters more than any setting is simple: don't type anything into ChatGPT you wouldn't put in an email to a coworker you barely know.
No passwords, no card numbers, no work stuff you're meant to keep secret, no health details with your real name on them. People paste this in because the box feels private. It isn't.
You're mailing it to a company, so what you can do as a user in most of AI chatbots, you can shut most of this off, and it takes about few seconds. Open settings, go to data controls, and turn off the switch called improve the model for everyone.
After that, your new chats stay out of training. You'd think hitting delete wipes a chat for good. For a while in 2025, it didn't. A court told OpenAI to keep everyone's chats, even the ones people had already deleted, as evidence in a lawsuit. So for months, deleting didn't really delete. They changed that rule later. But it shows you something simple. If a company still has your data, a court can ask for it. Your delete button can't be the judge.
The safest chat is the one you never put the private stuff into. For anything you really want gone, there's temporary chat at the top of the screen. Think of it like an incognito window. It doesn't save to your history. It doesn't get added to what ChatGPT remembers about you, and it's not used for training. They wipe it within 30 days. Use that one for the personal questions you just want answered. ChatGPT also remembers things about you now, from one chat to the next. Your job, how you write, stuff you mentioned last week. Some people like that, some find it creepy. Either way you control it, go to settings, then personalization, and you can see everything it's saved, delete it, or turn memory off completely. One catch: if you give a thumbs up or thumbs down on an answer, that sends the whole chat back to the company, even with training turned off. So if a chat was private, just leave it, don't rate it. Quick question: did you know your chats could be read like this? Or is this the first you're hearing it? I had that setting switched on for months before I ever checked. Tell me where you landed in the comments. A lot of this also depends on who's using it. Free version at home. Everything I just said is yours to turn on or off. At work, it's different. If your company pays for the business version, your chats aren't used for training at all.
So the one at your desk is often safer than the one on your couch. And if it's your kid using it, that's a whole other thing. ChatGPT is meant for ages 13 and up, but nothing really stops a younger kid from typing a fake birthday to get in. Late in 2025, OpenAI added parental controls. You can link your account to your teens, turn off image and voice, set quiet hours, and get an alert if it flags a chat about self-harm. If there's a teenager in your house on this, that's worth setting up.
Privacy is one kind of safe. Being right is a different kind. ChatGPT can be confidently wrong. It makes stuff up, and it sounds just as sure when it's wrong as when it's right.
2 lawyers in New York found that out the hard way. They asked it to help write a court document. It gave them 6 cases to quote, and every single one was fake. The cases didn't exist. A judge fined them $5,000. So for anything that really matters, your health, your money, anything legal, don't take its word for it. Check what it says against a real source before you act on it.
The whole thing is this: ChatGPT is safe. The way a phone call is safe, the line is locked, but someone can still be listening. What you say gets saved, and the voice on the other end sometimes makes things up.
You don't need to be scared of it. Turn off improve the model for everyone. Use temporary chat for anything personal. Don't type a secret you wouldn't hand a stranger.
And double check it on anything that counts. Do that, and you get all the help with almost none of the risk. If this helped, subscribe. Next one, I'm doing the same for Google Gemini. Whether it's reading your Gmail and what Google really does with everything you let it see.